Yeah, there we are. That's my bad. Excuse me
Oh,
there.
good. Mars and Zinoto.
Yeah, so Mars, of course, opting to not go with the ZSS. He's going to go for the Lucario, it looks like. Interesting pickup there.
So, I'm kind of confused a little bit for team-wise. Pikachu and Diddy Kong. Where does that tie together in a strong team combination?
You know, it's...
I can see Diddy Kong and Lucario.
Yeah.
Because, you know,
Yeah.
Lucario, if he runs off the stage automatically, bam, he's automatically a huge powerhouse.
Sure.
Tie it in with Aura if you really wanted to go that route.
Sure.
We may just see that. We may not.
Yeah, that's typically what we see
There
happening.
it is!
There we see it. We do see the immediate stock loss from Lucario. That's going to give him so much percentage, so much knockback on all of his abilities coming out with just the aura alone. But I think the reason that Pikachu and Diddy Kong do so well in this matchup in particular is MVD and ESAM have been together forever, man.
They have. They're really good friends, and you know what? That's the thing, though. I feel like you don't have a solid killing power. I mean, just look at this already. You can see that Mars has done quite a bit of percents here. If he gets a big hit, it's going to be massive. It's going to kill.
And that actually, that down air almost killing MVD off the top.
Back air!
That's a quick back air conversion, low percentage onto Pikachu. And that's the aura coming out nice and early. He's done a great job taking low percentage so far, only up to 70%. And he's going to be able to just put out a massive back air, 25%.
Now, the thing is, you do see that Zinoto has the opportunity to get a lot of follow-ups, get a lot of combos with his teammate into those conversions. And, you know, you see Mars ready and waiting for those moments to happen. Now, we actually are in losers top 8.
Yeah, we are into the top 8 now of losers. So the loser of this match is going home, but they are going to get the 8th spot. And now we do see both teams having 5 stocks apiece, but now quick conversion there from red team. That's going to put excuse me, Zinoto off the top.
You do see that Zinoto, well, like, there's actually a lot of rage onto Mars here. He will be able to help. He might be able to help his teammate. The forward smash does comes out, and it will take it, but that just makes Lucario stronger.
Even though he loses that rage, he's still got even more aura being down to that first stock.
If you strike me down now, I shall only come back stronger.
We're just going to call him Palpatine from now on. Man, I don't even know what's going on. But we do have high percentage for both players on the red team. So just a quick conversion from anyone on blue team is going to send them to the 4 to 3 stocks, actually.
Now, we see that MVD and ESAM are actually maintaining their stocks wonderfully here.
Oh my god,
well,
that was the fastest flyout I've ever seen.
Commentator curse. Happens all the time.
All the time, man. And Lucario just bringing so much presence with this aura so far. He's able to wrap up a couple of quick kills. Zinoto, a quick conversion as well. And now we have 3 stocks each, but red team looking pretty healthy, man. Diddy Kong at 102% on the blue team, and Zinoto, he could go at any moment now.
Well, the thing is, I feel like this looks even, but then you take into Lucario rage and aura, and it just gets disgusting really quick.
Right now, I mean, you could see a back air coming out here in 10 to 12% that would close out a stock for anyone on the red team.
Now, I do see that Mars is trying to go for that classic Aura Sphere into up smash. It looks like the Aura Sphere into up smash hit.
Yeah, such an interesting conversion. He's able to get so many things off of just that aura charge, and that's why we constantly see him trying to go for it. It converts into the down air, converts into the up smash as well. There's a lot of things that you can do out of that.
So the way that this needs to play out, I feel, is Mars needs to kill MVD now. And then as soon as he kills MVD, go straight for ESAM.
And that's the only way that they can do it. They have to make the decision. They have to target one at a time right now. They have to reestablish stage control and figure out how they're going to get the combo to close this out. One of these stocks on either of these players.
Whoa! Okay, well, the up throw does come out, and he's actually going to take the kill onto ESAM, but ESAM lands it with the raw thunder.
Great thunder off the top there. Not quite catching the spike frame, but that's not what you want in that situation anyway, because it's going to throw him off the top. And now both players alive for red team, and MVD in a little bit of trouble, man. Diddy Kong does have the tools to play this 2v1, but it is against another Diddy Kong, excuse me. I did say MVD, not Zinoto.
It's all good.
Too many Diddy Kongs, man.
Beautiful conversion off of his teammate there. MVD getting that solid kill onto Zinoto. I feel like, so we know right off the bat, the Lucarios generally do tend to run off the stage. It does give them a lot of kill power pretty early on. Do you feel like that's still a super smart choice, though? Because you're losing a stock. You're just giving away one free stock.
So one thing that we wouldn't have seen if he didn't have that aura was the quick kill onto ESAM when ESAM was at like 60%.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where it makes up for it, I think. And it really is, it's the high risk, high reward mentality, which is really difficult to take at this level, which is why I kind of love to see it actually, is Lucario is super high risk, high reward. Because if you don't land that back air in that situation, suddenly you're just giving yourself 2 stocks down for nothing.
You know, it's kind of crazy that Lucario has this kind of kill potential. But, I mean, already stock down, but we're seeing percents around even. Just because he does have that stock down does not count him out. For those of you who aren't aware, once again, Lucario does build that Rage plus Aura.
Yeah, and Aura is really the big killer. And the fact that they stack with the Rage in this game makes Lucario just absolutely ridiculous as he does move into the Rage percentage near 100%. A lot of his abilities are going to kill either player on red team right now.
We did see last game, I think ESAM was at around 60%. One up throw that came out from Mars actually put him at like 110% and killed him off the top. It was crazy.
And Aura Sphere, that's early percent for MVD, and he goes down really quick to that Aura Sphere.
So automatically that risk and reward coming through pretty well here.
And quick up air, that's another conversion because of that Aura, and he's at 143%. But if he is able to hold this stock for just a little bit longer, and Zinoto's able to get a little bit more, speak of the devil, I shouldn't have said anything, man, but you know,
we have to say something.
We have to say something. I got to talk sometime here, you know?
All right, and so far, it looks like stocks are even. And Zinoto doing an excellent job of maintaining that third stock for his teammate.
And that was something that we kind of didn't see in the first game, was Zinoto holding this third stock this long. And he's done an amazing job so far keeping these stocks even.
There are a lot of banana peels onto the stage, so they will have to play pretty careful. I feel like a lot of players are tripping, and that's going to help set up for a lot of different conversions as well. If you can use not only your banana, but your opponent's banana as well.
And just so much banana play coming out when there's 2 Diddy Kongs involved, and fast up smash for Mars there. And at 94% at 1 stock, Lucario is going to be doing a ludicrous amount of knockback on all of his moves. Tries to go for the quick Aura Sphere read, and MVD almost closes Zinoto off the top.
Oh my gosh! That killed at what, like 40%, 50?
Yeah, he's like 50 post hit, man.
Oh my gosh, beautiful Okemi coming out from Mars, securing himself back onto the stage. This is that high risk reward. This is, oh my gosh. I think 1 solid hit. By the way, Lucario just about at max rage, if not at max.
Oh my god, Zinoto's still on 3 stocks.
Yeah, he's done an excellent job this game of maintaining that stock control.
Oh my god, just a complete turnaround from what we saw the previous game for Blue Team. Zinoto doing an amazing job at stock tanking, and that is really the story coming out here on the second game of this set. Is just
I think that's
4 stocks right now to 1.
That almost looked like it was good. Okay, this is it. Yeah, up tilt.
My god, so much rage and knockback. Even up tilt is able to close out this man's stock.
Now top 8 should be 3 out of 5, right?
I hope so.
I
hope so.
I think top 8 is, losers top 8 at least should be 3 out of 5.
I think so, yeah.
So this definitely gives them the chance to redeem themselves. You know, stock wins are equalized right now, 1-1 being the case. I still feel like, yeah, you do have a lot of power with, you know, you have a lot of conversions off of the Pikachu Diddy Kong, but I feel like it still lacks a lot of power.
Yeah, I think Pikachu has a lot of really good throws for...
and we're going off to Big Battlefield, 8-player smash,
8-player smash.
Free-for-all. Ladies and gentlemen, items are turned on, and we have 99 stocks.
Do we think that we're ever going to see the 3 versus 3 coming out? As a side event, even.
That would
We've seen that. Have we seen that at maybe one tournament before?
That would be
3 versus 3
really chaotic.
Yeah, I think so.
It'd be fun to commentate, but super chaotic.
Would it though? I feel like there would be so much going on, people flying all over the place. There'd be way too much to focus on.
Maybe 3 commentators.
There you go. You just have 3 all around.
Yeah, so it's equal.
Yeah, there you go. I think that would maybe be all right.
All right, so MVD and ESAM deciding to go to final. Why do you feel like final's the choice here?
I feel like maybe a comfort thing. I feel like neither team really has a particularly huge advantage. I think both Diddy Kong and Pikachu like Final Destination, and I think Lucario also likes Final Destination as well. So maybe just a comfort level for MVD and ESAM.
Now we have seen Final Destination come out a lot of times, surprisingly,
more than
this
normal.
day.
Yeah, more than normal, I would say. Normally we see a lot of Smashville, a lot of Battlefield, and a lot of Town and City.
Yeah, Town and City is definitely one of the more popular choices in stages because, and I think that Town was actually, although they just won on Town, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was gonna say they probably would have abandoned it, not, but
yeah,
still.
Sure.
That's why it was a good counter pick. But still, Final Destination being that flat stage, I feel like now it just boils down to who can get those more solid conversions and who can rack up the damage faster.
And right now, it really seems to be paying off for the red team because they do have a lot of stage control, but wow. Aura coming out with an early kill again onto Pikachu. And that's kind of going to be the story, I think, this whole set. I think the only way the blue team gets a lot of these conversions is when they are these early kills onto the red team.
And we can see that in most of the games, MVD seems to be the stock tank in this team comp.
And he's been doing a phenomenal job so far. His movement has been so great. He's been closing at, the space out with bananas so well. No one's been able to approach him very well at all.
And by the way, we do see Zinoto at 184. Doing an excellent job holding and maintaining that stock.
He did the same thing last game. He was at super high percentage and just still able to hold on to all 3 stocks.
And that was a really, really big part of that last game.
And he's still running around the stage, man, just throwing out raw, and it doesn't get the conversion to the right, but does get it out the backside as ESAM takes him to his death.
All right, a lot of rage still building on to Mars here. ESAM and MVD have to be careful about how they make their approaches now because, oh, all right, well, I mean, that's still another stock down though, which means that Mars is still at that deficit, getting that aura.
Wow, and he went flying from that up smash, even at such a low percent. Lucario having no rage. Can't help but say, a couple more of those, and there'll be 2 more stocks down for red team. And neutral, a little bit back to blue team stage control. And Zinoto's been doing a great job just running around playing hide and seek, man.
199%.
This is getting ludicrous. This is getting absolutely out of control that we see a Diddy Kong against another Diddy Kong and Pikachu.
Oh, there we
finally,
go.
Finally get this man out. My God.
That's great. Oh, and a beautiful Aura Sphere actually stops ESAM from recovering. And now they've trapped MVD against the side.
And Aura Sphere into grab there. No team conversions coming out, but Diddy Kong already at 50%. Oh, the spike. So dirty by MVD.
All right, looks like we are in a 2v1 situation here. It's going to be very difficult for MVD to come back from this. Remember, the more damage he does rack onto Lucario, the scarier he becomes. So,
and that's kind of the problem in the 2v1 against the Lucario. The more that you hit him, the more dangerous it just gets for you.
Right, and so, you know, that I feel like MVD is in a really tough pickle right now. And, you know, he's, okay, well, I mean, that didn't really do that much. I feel like it did bring it back a little bit. They're actually at even stocks, so.
Yeah, no rage coming out.
He doesn't get that aura benefit as much.
Oh, almost kills him with the really low charge Aura Sphere, actually. And good DI coming out from MVD,
it's a really small Aura Sphere.
Yeah, and forward smash, that'll finally close out the game. MVD just jumping around, trying to find anything he can, but blue team, such great control of the stage there, isn't giving anything up at all. And Zinoto and Mars taking a second game.
And you know, at the end there, it did look like MVD was getting a little bit impatient, but you can't really blame him. When you get into those situations, it's very, very difficult to keep your cool. You know, you're panicking a bit. At the same time, you're like, okay, now I gotta watch out for him, now I gotta watch out for him. How do I approach this situation cautiously without giving Lucario that too much?
And we do have next game going into Final Destination. So we do have the 3 out of 5.
Going for the run back as well.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like what we were talking about before, you know, you don't really see a huge advantage for both teams here. It's like kind of a neutral advantage.
Yeah, and so I think that what we're going to see if MVD and ESAM can figure out anything as we do go back to the Final Destination.
So percents are actually in favor right now of blue team. And I feel like, like I said before, once again, risk to reward so big in this matchup. They lack the killing power. I feel like a heavy hitter needs to have swapped out a little bit.
Yeah, and one interesting thing to note is that at this point in the last match, Zinoto was still at like 100 and something percent, and right now he's only sitting at sub 30.
Right, and so that was a big thing too. He lived all the way to 205%, which that's the lack of killing power. You need to have that heavy hitter, maybe even if it's just a Marth Tipper, you know, a Korin Dragon Bite, Ryu, True Shoryu, you know, something heavy to really take away that advantage for Lucario.
And Pikachu's forward smash not even going to quite do the trick. His beautiful DI comes out from Mars there. He's holding his stock even at 134%, taking a forward smash from Pikachu. That's some impressive stuff coming out from blue team.
Nice edge guard coming out from ESAM as well. Looks like he's trying to find those right moments to capitalize on. And it looks like Mars getting a little bit sandwiched between the two.
And blue team trying to find stage control back, and they can't do it. Lucario will find himself a quick death. And so will Zinoto to the forward air of ESAM. And now we see a pretty big lead actually going to red team here as we have 5 stocks to 3.
Well, we still do have Lucario that can make his way
always
back.
An issue, man. Definitely always something to consider.
And you know, percents are still relatively high for ESAM here. MVD doing an excellent job of maintaining a low percentage for himself. Automatically Mars right there taking the stock off from ESAM.
Beautiful banana conversions coming out so far from Zinoto onto the red team. He's trying to bring his team back as we do see one additional kill coming out for blue team, bring it to 4 stocks for the red team. But percentage slowly climbing for blue team here. They're going to be in a lot of trouble if they can't figure out some way to reestablish stage control.
What do you feel like MVD and ESAM are doing really good this game?
These plays, what's going on right now, you're seeing it happen as we're speaking. You see them run from one side of the stage to the next, focusing on one player at a time, trying to take those stocks really systematically. You see them capitalizing together as a team to take one stock at a time off of this blue team. And that's been huge. Back and forth on the stage to establish the stage control the whole time as well.
Now, as you maintain that stage control, wow! Force bomb coming out, and they've already equalized the stocks just with that.
And if Lucario can stay alive here, we have a really crazy game on our hands because that Aura Sphere is going to do 22 damage already to ESAM, not even fully charged.
And we see that Zinoto does have a lack of percent on himself here. Looks like Mars was trying to go for an early back air kill onto ESAM. If he can secure that, it's going to be pretty difficult for MVD to come back.
And you see both players on red team trying to run around at this Lucario, trying to close out his stock. Both players being so aggressive, but amazing coverage from Zinoto to make sure that Mars doesn't get wrapped up.
He does get, oh man, Forward Smash does come out. ESAM will get the kill on to Mars. Looks like it's up to Zinoto now to take care of these two.
Again, Diddy Kong is one of the only characters in the situation. He does have the tools, but against another Diddy Kong, it doesn't necessarily look so clean.
Yeah, and you do have to worry about a lot of the options that Pikachu has for conversion setups as well. Pikachu does have a lot of early kill options too, depending on how you land them. Pikachu, a very, very technical character to play.
And something that we see ESAM doing a lot is that lab work. But is able to close out one, and now we have a 1 versus 1. MVD able to get a quick down tilt to forward smash, isn't able to close out the stock. And at 124, Zinoto's still living.
You see that Zinoto does have really beautiful DI to be able to live that forward smash from that banana peel.
Yeah, I thought for sure he was going out.
Double peels coming out here.
Stage control, MVD has it all. He is only at 49%, and this is going to be a tough one for Zinoto to bring it back. But he does have the banana in hand. Is able to get the monkey flip, and he's just bringing it back a little bit percentage of the time.
That's really all he needs. You know, he has to make sure that he's not getting hit by MVD. Oh, double trip coming out. And just like you said, bringing it back slowly. Remember, this was a 2v1 for Zinoto.
Zinoto has such crazy defensive play right now. He isn't letting MVD convert anything that's hitting him. Any bananas, he's just rolling right out, and he's able to space around all of the grabs coming out from MVD as well.
Nice little hit with banana peel there. Can he find that option to get in? He does go for the hoo-ha.
Oh, almost gets the up smash there. That would have closed it out.
And monkey clap does come out, but it's not hitting anything. Oh, and now look up tilt, getting the kill. Actually equalizing the wins here, 2-2.
And MVD with a little bit of pop-off, standing up, closing out that with the up tilt. That's going to KO that high of a percentage. Pretty decent kill move for Diddy Kong, actually, with the up tilt. Not only the up smash KOs for him.
Yeah, and you did know that Zinoto was at a high percent of rage here, so it is going to be pretty difficult for him to avoid just about anything. And up tilt being pretty quick.
And now we have game 5, you guys, between Zinoto and Mars versus MVD ESAM. How do we think the stage is going to fall here on the 5th game?
Well, I mean,
we have it already. Never mind. We're back to Smashville.
I think it's going to be I think it's Smashville.
There we go.
Whoa, I was right.
Whoa, crazy. Good pick here. Nice neutral stage for everybody involved. We love to see the runs to Smashville. Pretty much the most balanced stage in all of Smash, and we do see the immediate runoff again by Lucario.
I mean, that's true, absolutely. And you know, you do have a lot of balance that will come out from this stage, but at the same time, a lot of kill power that can come out from Lucario to get a lot of early kills if he gets those back airs close to the edge.
And so far, he has been able to convert a lot of them. So let's see how it plays out here in Game 5. GTX 2017 losers, top 8. And we have red team with really nice control so far. A nice early percentage lead coming out for them, as they do have people on our butt. Almost gets the early back air again. That would have been like 5 games in a row that happens.
Almost spoke a little too soon there.
And I mean, I had to say something because nobody was dying already. Normally, we've had people dying already. Now we have 2 people going out.
Right off the bat,
Mars and MVD dying.
Percents are around equal here, but the back air does come out and will take the kill. And already Mars actually still at a big deficit, but that's going to be that big powerhouse that we always love talking about.
And they've made up the stock deficit. Now, Zinoto's still, because they do have the 1 stock deficit from Lucario just running off. So now they're even in stocks. Now they need to make up the percentage lead if they're going to take this last game.
All right, showing a little bit of dog power, Pokemon power here coming out for Mars. It looks like they're just trying to find the right moment to strike. ESAM doing an excellent job just keeping him busy.
Yeah, and red team has done a really phenomenal job of trapping Mars and Zinoto between them when they get these conversions. And that's really when they've been at their strongest, is when they have both players of blue team between them, and they're just bouncing them back and forth. And that is a super early kill.
Oh my gosh.
2 stocks left now for red team.
And once again, Zinoto still maintaining a stock.
No, that's still commentator's curse, man. I know what you were about to say. You were about to say maintaining the 3rd stock.
I wasn't going to say anything, man. Nothing was said there. You heard nothing.
And now, we do have a 1 stock lead to blue team, but it's on the ropes because we do have Lucario at 130%. And if he's able to hold it, it's going to be huge rage and aura for him.
Nice up smash coming out for MVD. Doesn't quite take the stock just yet. ESAM has to be really careful. Nice grab into Thunder.
Oh man, red team has a little bit of stage control. Is unable to get that punish on Lucario as he comes back to the stage with that unsafe up B. But now, blue team is able to bring it back a little bit. But nice kill there from ESAM onto Mars, and that's going to put it down to 1 stocks apiece. And now Lucario is looking so strong at 0% and no rage.
Yeah, and that was actually a very nice nair coming up from ESAM. He's so quick and reactionary to a lot of options that are taking place before him. And once again, as you said, MVD and ESAM trapping their opponents between each other, racking up as much percent as possible, keeping them on the ropes.
And now, Lucario already taken 77 after that, but that's going to be a little bit of rage and aura. That's going to close out a stock from MVD, and now ESAM is left solo against 103% Zinoto and 84% Lucario. Quick forward smash, that's not going to close it out though. Great DI from ESAM.
And already ESAM has he's going to have a hard time bringing this back. And Mars, you know, he still does have a bit of aura. He's building that rage up very slowly, but still, this is just making it harder and harder for ESAM to make any kind of adjustments for a quick kill.
And good job from ESAM getting off the ledge here. Let's see what he can do with his control that he's found. Both players from blue team are actually in pretty scary percentage against a Pikachu, but that's going to be a quick banana to up smash, and that's going to be the closeout. And that goes to Mars.
3-2.